children of a type 1 diabetic it's kind of like a broad thing. Like, I still feel guilty like I somehow gave it to her. So I still sit around with guilt that says, hey, I somehow managed to give my beautiful child type 1 diabetes at the age of 4. Hi, my name is Karen Klein. I am 34. I'm from Canyon City, Colorado, right next to the Royal Gorge Bridge. I've been about 5'8" since like the 6th grade, so I've been overweight since 6th grade. I've always been bullied, so it causes a lot of depression. Socially, I don't ever want to go out in public. I don't like going out in public. I don't like the way I look. I decided to try out Gutwell because I've always been overweight. I just want to see if maybe some different techniques might help. I want to be able to go on carnival rides with my children someday and maybe teach my type 1 diabetic children how to eat healthier so that maybe she won't end up with the same problems that I have.
Dr. Mitchell,
yes.
So excited to talk to you about Karen. She's 34 years old and she works in our billing department. She is part of our wellness program. So really excited to work with her. She's got 2 kids. She works 3 jobs, 7 days a week. Her oldest, I think it's her oldest daughter, has type 1 diabetes. So that's really a struggle for her. And right now, she's at her highest weight she's ever been at. She's at 305. 250 pounds in high school, and then she hit her highest weight about 6 years ago, 300 pounds, and that's when she decided to get the lap band.
Okay. It looked like from the intake the lap band failed.
Right.
And I think it looked like she's really struggling. Like she's tried everything to lose weight.
Her diet is just really a lot of processed foods, and really I think the biggest thing that I'm concerned about is she's drinking about 16 cans of Mountain Dew a day.
Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine working 3 jobs. Our practice then works at a convenience store and then works in laundry at a hotel. And I honestly don't think I've ever seen anybody that's what we figure, about 2,700 calories a day in just Mountain Dew.
Right.
I don't know that I've ever seen anybody in my practice that has consumed that amount of sugar. So this has got to be a really strong sugar addiction, and probably just doesn't have a lot of time or even resources to try to cook healthy.
Right, and just the stress.
Yeah.
You know, she mentioned to me that she has to get up, all through the night to check her daughter's blood sugar levels. Her husband is disabled; he's not able to work, so she's really she makes the income for the family. I think she's really committed to the process, and I think that we're gonna hopefully, give her a lot of support to help change her life.
How did I meet Karen? I met Karen on a Saturday morning. She came in to interview. Her sister had recommended her to me. We were looking for a billing person, and I was amazed by her story. She was working at Loaf and Jug, which is a convenience store. She was also working at a hotel doing laundry. But I loved her spirit, I loved her smile, and she was so eager to want to learn and be part of our team that I fell in love with Karen and couldn't wait to have her be part of us. Well, Karen, first of all, thank you so much for letting Katie and I talk to you, and I really appreciate you coming in today and letting us be part of your journey. I'd love it if you just could talk a little bit about some of your GI issues that you struggle with. I saw in your intake form you have heartburn and some constipation.
I probably have quite a few GI issues. I probably just ignored them over the years because doctors say they're normal instead of actually looking at them. I do have acid reflux, pretty bad. At certain points I'll have to take like this chalky stuff to make it stop. I do have constipation. I may go once every 10 days, which is probably not normal.
The gas and bloating that you have, how much do you think that's related to your diet? How would you describe your gas and bloating? Is it related more to your bowels, to when you're constipated?
I know sometimes if I drink too much soda, which is my addiction of choice, it can sometimes make the gas and bloating worse, but it's probably from all the carbonation in it. And sometimes it's with different foods that I eat, but I never really paid attention.
And my understanding is that you consume Mountain Dew 24/7. I believe you wrote that down somewhere.
Yes, it's either Mountain Dew or Dr. Pepper, depending on what kind of day I'm having. So my Mountain Dew is my go-to de-stress.
What have you tried before in terms of losing weight?
Which time?
I got roped into a lot of diets with her after high school. So like she moved out. And so when I moved out of the house, she had a house here in Springs. I moved in with her. And we went on a series of crash diets for like years. Like we did a cabbage soup diet, we did Atkins, we joined gyms that we never went to. I think everybody just wants her to succeed and be healthy and be happy with her, because I think that's a big thing for her is her self-esteem. I think that's like the biggest portion of it. Like she doesn't love her own body, and I think that she'd be happier if she would love her own body.
I didn't realize I was as large as I was until I saw my senior pictures. And nobody had the audacity to tell me I look like an elephant. Love my family.
So she's struggling with heartburn, constipation, gas, bloating, the typical IBS symptoms. She doesn't feel like anybody truly understands where she's coming from. And some of the basic tests that we've completed so far, she has an overgrowth of a bacteria in her gut that could be driving some or all of her gastrointestinal symptoms. And hopefully we'll be able to address her diet, get her to move her body more, and just start to experience life in a different light. Everything might look right on paper, but I try to look beyond that. I try to look at their diet, I try to look at their lifestyle, I try to look at stresses, how are they sleeping, their sense of connection with people, and how that could actually drive some of the symptoms that they're experiencing. And it just gives me no greater pleasure than to really help somebody. Your blood count, your metabolic panel, your hemoglobin A1C to check to see for diabetes. You have hypothyroidism, so to look at that. Some other nutrient testing that we can do for sure. And I'm really interested in checking out the microbiome test to look and see what is going on in your gut. And I think first of all, definitely, replacing that soda with water would be huge. Just a basic place to start. And I'd also like to get you to meet Hallie, our wellness coach, and she's going to be able to take our recommendations and really implement them and support you through that whole process.
So we're gonna talk a little bit about what her plan is gonna be based on her meeting with Katie. Katie's given me a diet that she wants Karen to follow for the next couple months.
Hello.
Mommy.
Hi, baby.
David, nice to meet you.
This is Abigail, and that's Miss Tara.
Hi, Abigail. Hi, Miss Tara. Hi. So, after your meeting with Katie, we're going to put you on a detox diet, and we're going to do that in 2 steps so that it feels really doable for you, especially going into vacation. So I'm going to kind of walk you through this, and then we're just going to kind of go through your fridge and your cabinets, and we're going to talk about some things that we can swap out so that you can still live your life, your husband and your kids can still eat, we're not totally changing it up, and that you feel really empowered and like this is kind of your thing.
Yeah, because I think if you take away their chocolate, they'll just have a meltdown.
Yeah, we don't want that.
The mail,
There's a whole packet that we're going to use, about 40 pages long, and it has meal plans and recipes and all sorts of things to make this super easy for you. Okay. We're really going to focus on detoxing almost more than weight loss, because we want to get some of those toxins out of your body. And what's going to happen with that is like you might have some gas and bloating, you might feel kind of tired and fatiguey, you might even sort of feel like you have the flu, not in this first phase, but in the next phase, and that's just detoxing.
So hide at work in the cubby hole. Got it.
Exactly, hide at work in the cubby hole. I want you to tell me like what foods, I'm gonna give you the pen, like what foods sound awesome and what foods you have no clue what to do with and what foods you just absolutely won't eat.
Eat tofu.
Okay, cross it off.
It's like sludge.
It's gross. I agree.
Wait, Karen, say that again.
Tofu is gross and tastes like sludge.
Cross it off.
We eat a lot of chicken here and a lot of beef.
Great, those are fine.
I don't eat a lot of fish or seafood though.
Okay, are you willing to try some fish and seafood?
I can try a little bit.
But yeah.
Kids love eggs, so eggs are always good to keep around the house. Duck, I've tried that. It turns out to be a hot.
Deal. We won't throw duck in.
Regular whole milk, is that kind of what we're looking for? We're looking for a different type.
We're gonna try to switch you to plant-based milk. We're gonna go no dairy. Not right now, but in the 10 days after. Okay, so half cup of kefir daily, 3 prebiotic vegetables daily, and I just want you to keep track of what that is. So maybe just an Evernote on your phone. Like today I had jicama, garlic, and an onion. Okay. Have you tried in an oven with like olive oil, salt, pepper, and lemon?
No.
Okay, that might be one to try.
Okay.
Talk to me about peanut butter. We got a lot of peanut butter.
Kids love peanut butter, and Wick comes with peanut butter.
Yes, it does. Okay, so can I show you something?
It's not all peanuts.
It's not all peanuts. So what if we just swapped out the peanut butter that has added sugar in it for the peanut butter that doesn't have added sugar in it?
You can do that.
I think that would be a super easy swap for you. It's gonna take some of those oils out of your diet that are killing the bacteria in your microbiome and replace it with oils that are natural and whole. So that's an easy one. So when you look at an ingredient list, what are you looking for?
I usually don't look at the ingredient list. I look at carbs.
Okay, why?
So I can carb count for my daughter when I go to make meals and what I'm going to feed her and how many carbs I have to give her.
That makes sense. Because she has to have a certain amount of carbs to keep her insulin level.
So
level.
if sometimes I don't eat breakfast.
Just not hungry.
Just not hungry, or I'll just go stop by Loaf and Jack, pick up soda, and just drink a soda instead.
So what are you usually drinking? Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew.
Okay.
They have prunes and orange juice in them. That's healthy.
I was gonna say, what if for now you just swap to 1 a day of Dr. Pepper only?
Okay.
Is that doable?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's try that for the next couple weeks.
Water bottle of death.